Welcome back to Teshkid Effects for another Gala Games price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. And before I kickstart the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also consider checking out the channel membership. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Gala Games chart, where you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.85 mark in what I've been terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we have been seeing our prices in this ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.015 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side, and giving you a measure from the all-time high. From the all-time high, you can see that Gala Games is down more than 97%, meaning there are chances that we might have seen the bear market low and also the low for that higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And whatever we expect next after seeing the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 is a bounce to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $1.36434 mark. And that is my long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala Games chart. And getting to the key chart patterns that we have information that are going to give us the short-term scenarios that could play out here on the daily chart, we have this falling wedge that has been in formation right here, which I have drawn out using these yellow lines. And you can see things are getting a little bit interesting, because Gala Games is now trying to battle out a key area of resistance, that is the 20-day MA. And once we manage to break above the 20-day MA, I think we'll be having the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher, to be able to break above this upper trend line of this falling wedge. And once that happens, then we can expect a retest of the upper trend line of the falling wedge, and then from there we can continue pushing even higher. And in case that movement plays out, then this will be the start of that impulsive movement that I'm expecting in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. So that is the first short-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala Games chart. And jumping to the forward chart for further analysis, here on the forward chart you can see that before we made our low at around the $0.015 mark, we had been trading within this channel. We managed to break out of the channel to the lower side, so a retest of the lower side of the channel, then formed another chart pattern, which is a triangle, which is right here, which gave us a breakout to the lower side. We fully maximized its target area at around the $0.01557 mark. We fully maximized that target area, and then from there we started a very nice bounce to the upside, which has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, and that is better seen here on the 1 hour chart. And here on the 1 hour chart you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in yellow, which is being obeyed by Gala Games, where you can see I have that first wave to the upside, then a wave 2, then a wave 3, then I'm expecting a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 5. And I need to make a few adjustments on this Elliot wave structure that I have right here, and first getting to see whether the second wave has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do, using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave down there to the high of the wave 1. You can see that this second wave retraced into the area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5. We saw a reaction of the fib level 0.5, then started this impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And using the trend based Fibonacci, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and also see whether this is the high for this wave 3 to the upside. So I need to connect the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1 up there, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 at the fib level 1.618. And that means this is the high for this wave 3 to the upside, and I need to have to make an adjustment here on the Elliot wave count that I have, having that high at around the $0.01861 mark as the high for that wave 3. So I need to make that adjustment, and now I'm expecting a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 before we continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And within the formation of this wave 3, we also expected to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 3 to the upside, and we are also seeing such a structure right here on this chart, having this as the first wave to the upside. Then we saw that wave 2 2, then a wave 3, then this is the wave 4, then continued pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5, which completed the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 and fully maximized the fib level 1.618, which is the minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And having that in mind, we can now sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the second wave down there to the high of the wave 3, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which perfectly lies between the $0.0174 mark and the $0.01711 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this fourth wave to the lower side to do. And once we get into that target area, then we can expect another 5 wave structure to the upside in the formation of this wave 5 to the upside. And we also need to have an invalidation point for this Elliot wave structure, and that can only happen in case my wave 4 over here retraces into the wave 1 high. So we can mark the wave 1 high right here and also use a different line, maybe a dotted line, so that we can mark that as an invalidation point, and that perfectly lies at around the $0.01681 mark. So in the retracement in the formation of this wave 4, we need to continue holding above the wave 1 high for this Elliot wave structure to be a valid Elliot wave structure to the upside. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. And this is my primary scenario now, that soon we might see a bit of a retracement in the formation of this wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 5 to the upside to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 that I have shown you on the daily chart. And also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 68 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side to fully maximize the formation of that wave 4. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we had printed a bullish cross right here, but we are seeing a bit of a decrease in the buying momentum, and that would mean soon we might be able to print a bullish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.